everyone. My name is Adlan Fela. I'm Chief Analyst at MDUs. And this is today the first of a series of short interviews I'll be having with industry leaders from both managed service providers and property owners. Today, I'm very happy to have Dave Elder, who is Director of Enterprise Programs at Amicus Networx. Hi, Dave. How are you?
Hey, I'm good, Adeline. Good to see you. Thanks for having me here. I appreciate it.
Same here, and happy to have you.
I've been in the networking space for, geez, I guess it's been 13 years or so. I started on the manufacturer side, and about 4 years ago, came over to Amicus Networx, which is a division of Safety Net Access. They were actually one of my largest customers, and when I decided to make that move, I came over to Safety Net Access to come to this side of the business. So it's
Okay,
been
cool.
great ever since. So I run. We are. We've been around for about 22 years, and a big part of our business is on the hospitality side. Um, we're in one of every five Marriotts. I think it's the same for Hilton. So we have a lot of success on that side of it. I'm here to grow the multifamily, senior living, and student housing side of the business largely. So I oversee business development and relationships in that for that side of our business as we
Okay,
expand into these new verticals. Not so
okay.
new anymore for us, but new for the company.
I got you.
Yeah, I think where it starts with me at Adeline is and it's funny, I was thinking about this earlier this week and over the weekend. It's what we do, and it's not just us, it's people that are in this managed Wi-Fi space is, it's kind of around the philosophy of like one of the most important things in our lives is as human beings is staying connected to people, right?
Mhm.
After food and shelter, like being connected to people we love, our families, people in the workplace, whatever it is, it's critically important. And I see our job as a managed Wi-Fi provider is that we facilitate this really critical part of life. We keep people connected virtually when they can't be together physically. And if you think about it in today's world, that's a lot of time, right? That people are apart. I know it is for me. And we do this by building networks, right? So our job is to work with owners and collaborate and build, design, and install, and then support networks to make sure that people stay connected to what matters most.
Yeah, I
When
agree
I
with
think
you there.
about from that perspective, when I think about sort of what's exciting in the business, to me, one of the more exciting things in the managed Wi-Fi space and networking is this idea of convergence and having a single network, right? It's not enough to just deliver Wi-Fi to a resident as an example, nor is it smart to have disparate networks that are doing all these separate things independent of each other. So we look at like having one network um, allows you to deploy these like cost saving and risk reducing, let's say, smart apartment technology, right? We facilitate that. We give staff and residents the abilities to stay connected across the property, right? With a single network. You know that. Like a maintenance person can go to a unit and write up that order instantly on their iPad or whatever, and just go to town, right? And make it happen quickly.
Yeah.
Um, and I think if we thinking forward, it's like right now or at any time you look at technology, and even if we stand on our tippy toes and try to peek over the horizon and say what's coming, like how do we know? How can we plan for what's coming? And the reality is like you can't, right? But you can plan. We don't know what's coming necessarily, but what we try to do is anticipate what's out there and then work together to figure out what we want the property to be, what the demographics are, and how can we best prepare a property for the future of this of what's always going to be sort of an unknown out there, right? And so when
Mhm.
I think about that, what's exciting is the increased um, accessibility, I guess, and affordability, and even adoption now of fiber to the unit. If you're able to do that, you're bringing something to a property that's sustainable for a long period of time. Allows you to extend the network. It allows you to be prepared from a speed and latency standpoint. All these sorts of things that we worry about are taken care of with that, with the fiber to the unit. And then, as you know, on the Wi-Fi side, Wi-Fi 7 is getting launched. increasing throughput, handling more devices, keeping people more stable, more secure on the network. And so these types of advancements, it feels like it just always moves so fast, and it's just kind of fun to be a part of it and help people, understand what that can do for them in their properties.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, we do a lot with. We do have a number of different vendors that we use. Ruckus has been something that we use quite a bit. Cambium has done, I think, a great job recently over the past few years in their development, availability, of course, when we had those issues going on with supply chain and all that. But both of those have proven to do really well for us in the multifamily space. I think there's even more coming, but those are the ones that we've been doing quite a bit with. It's more about, I guess, change. Like what we see out there is owners that are, they've done it the same way for a long time, right? Go to a cable company, kind of hand it off and say, go ahead and install this network, and the residents are connected, and everything seems to be fine. But I think the challenge is this sort of paradoxical challenge around the resistance to change, right? We know instinctively that if you don't have the fortitude to change and adapt, that you're going to it's going to get you. But we still pump the brakes nonetheless. Like you and I can sit here all day, and we're going to be pretty certain that we're not going to get hit by a bus or fall over and hit our heads, right? But if we don't move and do something, then life is going to catch up to us, right? And so it's all about, to me, the biggest challenge that we face as a provider is getting over that resistance to change, of doing things the way that they've always been done, to move into this new world of managed Wi-Fi and a converged network that can kind of take care of everything and do it much more efficiently, and bring in new revenue streams and help on-site managers and leasing agents be more efficient. All the things that we do with managed Wi-Fi, you can't do that without taking small calculated risks, and oftentimes, to me, that's one of the bigger challenges.
Okay. That's great, Dave. This is it for today. We want to keep it nice and sweet and short, but appreciate your insights, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you so much, Adnan. Yeah, look forward to seeing you soon.